Okay, JD Glasscock's Poetry Reprisal number 14. This will be the last for this weekend, so hopefully you guys can wait till next week. But you never know. Maybe I'll flip another one up. Let's see here. Interludes in Confuciousness Installment. Rolling in off green smoke for the liquid rejuvenation in corner liquor alcoves. Hanging with fellas in baggy drawers and wannabe artistic aspiratory ascensions in waste nights of drunken bong-hit eves. I find myself in a stimulation of transcendent reorientation, raining the steps from hand-sculpting palm to dry desert aqua canteens to cheap-tiled passages of payments. My knees did a fall break dream of sand. Everything flipped black. I was feathered to storm, traveling across green, grassy plains, wisps of white traversing blue sky, eyes reveling in rolling plains of forest and beauty, reminded me of a woman's limbs shuddering in orgasmic parody. Felt keen hunter vision in the blessings of my carving wind. Then in the intake of breath-spelling moments of ticks, I blinked and was doorway peeled into a soft-lit room. Flames flickering in orange-red hues from ornate fireplace. A celestial historic bound leather sofa interspersing warm thoughts. Along the walls roamed lines of covered wisdom in the form of hand-stitched bound books. I must be dreaming the dream that dreamers dream. Must be dying. My spirit traveling to gray in-betweens of nowheres and caught in the seams. Leaning against mantles of embers drifting smoke was old Indian in large raptor headdress inhaling sparks of tongue-licked history and mystic algorithmic intonations of freedom in the dance of flesh from wooden pipe ruined in glyphs painting stories my mind couldn't quite grasp. A peripheral depth of deep ocean choreography. Before I knew the next slip of time's virulent collar, I had dropped to bang-em-up altruistic floor. And when my eyes danced to old Indian persona, he was above me, fingers burning etches into my forehead, chanting indecipherable mutterings of once-upon-a-time fairy tales. Saw the cremation of ages in the backdrop of his spirit. Saw that he knew so much that nothing grasped his everything. I felt like an insignificant drop in the deep swallows of eternity, yet at the same twist of paradoxical perpetuity that he had marked me, rolled raptor cave scrawls into my spirit, upon my skin. Then he bowed, and in that slight movement showed me the weight of worlds riding the hips of lucidity, showed me fear wrapped in the gauze of understanding, penned responsibilities unasked for and unwanted, yet driven into the diadem of my birth before my mama's womb had ever encompassed my labyrinth. With a wave of gnarled ancient digits, he dismissed the rapture of this interlude in the gasp of my heaving heart. I woke on scum-pasted floor of readmitted reality. My friends' startled, wide-eyed gaze looking down upon my white-ghosted frame, words dribbling off their drunken tongues about calling riveting copulations to an in-town ambulatory peals of ambulance deliverance. Thought death had taken me to faraway dribbles of cold bones in the dance of endings. Corner store clerk looking nervous and judgmental and muttering about drugs and the depravity of broken down youth. Compatriots explaining the collapse of my flesh, the lack of breathing, drawing breath, and how they had stammered inebriated verses of my accolades in this shortened life. I filed it under escapades of deep moon nights. Knew that it was more. Knew that it would haunt all that I ever did in this asphalt, concrete stumble-fall of existence. Knew that in that moment, in that touching of lips to the skeeth of purgatory, that I had been shown the cacophony of my tomorrows. Forget and breathe. Forget and dream. Dream the dream dreamers dream. And blue bruised fist of dawn will bring what it brings.